Hey guys, welcome back to my channel if you guys are new here. Hi, my name is Sydney. I film videos all about my favorite cruelty-free makeup, and today is going to be my anti-Sephora sale haul. I apologize if the audio is sounding a little bit strange in this video. I took off my mic, my Rode mic, because it was making like a ticking noise and I've been trying to fix it for weeks and nothing has worked, so I just took it off. I'm going to take a little break from it, so I hope the audio and everything it sounds okay today. But in today's video, I'm going to share a couple of the items that I would be picking up if I was shopping the Sephora sale this year, and the alternatives that I'm using that I actually already own in my collection. So without further ado, let's hop into it. So as many of you know, unless you're a Sephora VIB Rouge or even just a VIB, the Sephora sale really isn't worth shopping. I'm only a beauty insider, and so I get 10% off. And it's after everyone else has shopped the sale, so usually the really hot items are already sold out and they're not available anymore. So I hardly ever shop the Sephora sale. I hardly shop Sephora ever, really. But there are a couple of brands that are only sold at Sephora, not sold at Ulta, that really do intrigue me. So those are kind of some of the items that I'm sharing today that are on my wish list. But with everything going on right now and the stress purchases I've already made, I'm trying not to buy too much. So let's just hop into what I would buy if I was shopping the sale and what I'm using instead. So the first item that popped into my head is the Natasha Nona Love Palette. So I got to try Natasha Nona's formula for the first time in the spring. They had it was last fall, like the end of last year. Natasha Nona's website had a big sale on a lot of the palettes, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take the plunge. Over Black Friday I ordered the Sunrise palette, and I do enjoy the formula, you guys. I just don't know if it's worth the very high price tag, so I'm like, you know what, I'm really digging the Natasha Nona Love palette. It's gonna be on sale a little bit, why don't I just grab it? And while I still may grab it down the line, for now I'm going to shop my stash, and the thing that I grabbed that I thought was the most similar that I owned was the ABH Jackie Aina palette. Now, this may not be a shade for shade dupe for the Natasha Nona Love palette. I have seen these two compared. I know they have a comparable color story. They both have a lot of those beautiful pinks and purples and some splashes of neutrals. I feel like the Jackie Aina palette has a little bit more gold in it and maybe some more cool tones than the Natasha Nona Love palette, but I feel like I could probably create some similar looks with this palette that are created with the Natasha Nona Love palette. And I already own this one, and this one's a little bit of a smaller palette. I'm learning more and more that I really just do appreciate a smaller, more curated color story, and that's what this offers to me. So this is what I'll be using instead of buying the Natasha Nona Love palette. Again, not saying that I won't purchase some of these things down the line, but for now, this is what I'm trying to do to shop my stash and save some cash. That rhymed. The next product that I was thinking of purchasing during the sale is the Kosas Revealer Concealer Super Creamy and Brightening Concealer. And I tried Kosas for the first time a couple of weeks ago. They were having that really great $20 sale on their color and light duos, so I did grab several of them. I'm still planning to do a video on them. I just haven't gotten around to filming it, but I will hopefully film that and have it up soon for you guys. But ever since this concealer launched, I've been pretty intrigued by it. The older I get, the more that I mean, not that I'm old by any means, but the more that I realize that I truly do enjoy hydrating concealers versus more mattifying concealers. And while the Kosas Tinted Face Oil did not intrigue me at all, I'm really not that light of a coverage girl. I do like a hydrating light to medium coverage concealer under my eyes, so I thought that this concealer might be a really good match for me in kind of my skin tone and my needs. So I thought, well, it's a little bit on the pricey side, but if the Sephora sale's happening, I could pick it up and get a bit of a deal. But since I'm not shopping the sale, instead I'm going to be using my Bareminerals Bare Skin Concealer. I got it in Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. I think I got it for like 11 bucks or something like that. It was a total steal, but this concealer has a lot of the same qualities that the Kosas concealer claims to have. It's very creamy. It's very hydrating. I think the Kosas one claims to have some skincare ingredients in that. I don't believe the Bareskin concealer claims to have that, but it has the same premise. It's probably going to look pretty similar on my skin tone, so I'm just going to stick with this one for now. I probably don't need two super creamy, super dewy concealers in my collection at the same time, so this is what I'm going to shop my stash for in replacement of the Kosas concealer. Alright, you guys, next up we have a new product from Tarte, and this is one that really caught my attention when I saw that it was coming out, and that is the Tarte Sea Breeze Cream Bronzers. I have really been on a cream product kick lately. As I said, I ordered several of the Kosas color and light duos, and this bronzer just looked really fantastic. I'm very attracted to creams and compacts. I don't know why. They're way more attractive to me than creams in a stick form or like a liquid squeezy tube form. I just like the idea of a cream and a compact, and I'm really intrigued by this Tarte bronzer. I may still eventually buy it one day, but I would really like to go in stores and swatch out the shades. They look a little bit dark online, but of course with cream products they usually do sheer out quite a bit, so who really knows. So until I can go into Ulta stores and really swatch them out, I'm going to use my Kosas Color and Light Duo in the shade Tropic Equinox. This one, I don't know if it was really intended to be a bronzer. This kind of tan bronzer shade is definitely very warm. It comes off warm on the cheeks. I don't really have any issues with it being too orange, at least I haven't piled enough on to get to that level yet, but I feel like it does create kind of a similar effect to what a cream bronzer would do, of course shade for shade. I don't really know how this would compare with the Tarte bronzer because I haven't seen it in person. I feel like online it looks a little bit deeper, but for now I'm just going to use this to tide me over until I can go in stores, really check it out, and possibly purchase it from Ulta because I really do prefer to shop at Ulta versus Sephora. The next two products that I was considering purchasing from the sale are both from Bite Beauty, and the first one is the Changemaker Liquid Foundation. I don't know why, but this foundation intrigues me so much. I love the medium coverage claims. I love that it's supposed to look so skin-like and natural on the skin. That's really what I'm into right now. I really just want something to kind of even out the overall tone of my skin, and then I usually go in and spot conceal any problem areas that I'm having. I still may try this one down the line. I would really like to go into a Sephora and get shade match and take a sample home and really test it out that way. I'm really not a high-end foundation kind of girl. I usually stick to my drugstore foundations, but I thought what I can use in the meantime that is pretty similar in my opinion and does have some similar claims is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Foundation. I would definitely say that this one is a medium coverage. It does look very natural and skin-like on the skin. It's a pretty buildable foundation. I know it doesn't have quite the ingredient claims that the Bite foundation does, but until I can get shade matched, I think I'm just gonna stick with this one. It's a beautiful foundation. It's like half the price, if not more, and this one, I know this is a good shade match for me. So as I said, the next item is also from Bite, and it is the Changemaker Powder Foundations. I've just been hearing really awesome things about this duo and what I have in my collection that I'm going to be using instead, mostly because I feel like I'm just going a little bit crazy with this product and I don't even know if I truly like it. And that is the Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 Powder Foundation. I honestly just got this in the mail the other day. I haven't really even tried it on my face. Oh, I should have tried it today. I got distracted. But I've really been wanting to try powder foundation for quite a long time now. So when I saw that this was in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, I jumped on it and grabbed it because I know Kelly Gooch really enjoys this one. I'm not a connoisseur of powder foundations, but I feel like since I'm just trying to kind of get into them, I feel like a powder foundation is a powder foundation to me, and the one that I own is definitely cheaper than the Bite Beauty one. So I need to stick with this one. I need to test it out, figure out if powder foundations are even something that I really want to invest in and expand that portion of my collection, or if it's just this trend that I'm infatuated with and I'm gonna buy 3 of them and then never touch them. So I'm gonna stick with this one for now, but I may grab the Bite one in the future if I think it's something that I would really enjoy. Okay, you guys, the final item that is kind of on my wish list for the Sephora sale is the Aether Beauty Supernova Crushed Highlighter. So I've wanted to try Aether Beauty for a very long time. They claim to be a sustainable, eco-friendly beauty company, and I am all about that, but none of their products have super caught my attention. They did release this highlighter a couple of months ago, and I'm very intrigued by it. I do love highlighters, and none of their eyeshadow palettes really appealed to me, but this highlighter was like, that's really pretty. I might have to try that. So as I was scrolling through the Sephora app this morning in preparation for this video, I was kind of checking this highlighter out, and when I read the description, it said that it was a fine silver sparkle, and I'm like, wait, I have a highlighter that is a fine silver sparkle, and that is my Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb. This is a beautiful highlighter, you guys. I mean, just look at the packaging. I mean, just look at this packaging. It is beyond stunning. The product itself is very gorgeous. It's just kind of a sheer wash of sparkle and glimmer and sheen, and as much as I do enjoy this product and I'm glad that I have it in my collection, I really don't feel like I need 2 of them. So I think I'm gonna hold my breath, wait until Aether Beauty releases something that truly catches my attention and is truly unique, and for now I'm just gonna stick with this product. Okay, you guys, I have one more item to talk about, and then that's gonna wrap this video, and that is the Rowan Beauty Disco Shadow Eye Toppers. Hannah Louise Poston is totally the reason these are even on my radar. I had no idea who Rowan was before I started watching her channel. These eye toppers look so incredibly beautiful, and I think I will purchase these eventually. Again, we're just kind of delaying my purchases at this point, or delaying them until I feel like there's a better sale or a better deal or I'm in a better place financially. But I think these are so gorgeous. They're just supposed to be the most metallic, textured, glittery, gorgeous eye toppers ever. And I am so attracted to that right now. That is totally up my alley for what I'm really loving in my makeup these days. But to shop my stash a little bit and kind of get a similar effect with items that I already own, I grabbed my ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. I feel like people kind of forgot about the Super Shock Shadows once ColourPop started releasing their pressed powder shadows, which I do understand why. I do feel like the pressed powder shadows are a little bit easier to use, but I love the Super Shock Shadows. I think especially the glittery metallic ones are so unique and can add so much to an eye look. So I did pull out a couple of different kind of glittery metallic shades that I feel like maybe could replicate the Rowan shadows. This is the shade, I want to say this is Cherish. The sticker came off the back of it, but this is a beautiful bronze, super sparkly, super reflective, super textured shadow. I want to say that the Rowan shadows have a little bit less of a base, but I don't mind these having a little bit of a base for now. I think they're still absolutely gorgeous. I also grabbed the shade I Heart This. This one's a little bit icy, a little bit more silvery. I feel like mine's drying up. I've had this one for a very long time. And then finally I grabbed the shade Bow Wow. This was their last No Kill LA collab, I believe. This one is so reflective, so glittery, so pretty. I love it. I just love the glitter and the shine on these. I know they're not the exact same as the Rowan shadows, but I feel like these will help tide me over until I can go into stores and swatch them and really make a good educated decision about which one I want to buy, or just wait for a better sale. These are all still items that I really want and may purchase in the future, but I'm choosing to not shop this Sephora sale. So that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope that you guys found it helpful. If you guys are shopping the Sephora sale, please don't take any offense by this video. It's your money. You do what you see fit with it. This is just personally what I'm doing, and I thought it might be fun to make a video on it for anyone else who was trying to find ways to help curb their urge to shop this sale. But as I said, that's gonna be it from me today. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you're shopping the sale, if you're not, and what items are on your wish list. I would love to know what you guys are kind of looking for right now. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you're staying safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! Don't look at my face, look at the packaging. And today's video is going to be my Santa?